what's up everybody? This is Toussaint Morrison and welcome to another episode of the Social Science Club. Today we're going to talk about 3 things that I do that help me be productive throughout the day and stay on task. A big thing for me is staying on task, and I have troubles and resistance and struggles with that sometimes. I find it to be a challenge. One thing that I start with before I go to sleep, sometimes when I wake up, I could be thinking of it right before I go into yoga or working out or whatever it may be, is I make lists. So I have pieces of paper all over this apartment where I write down things that I know that I may forget in the next 5 minutes or even 5 seconds. There are moments where I have great ideas and I'm like, oh, this would be a great idea for a movie or a great idea for a short script or a great idea for a vlog. I usually have to write that idea down right away, because if I don't, then I lose it. It just goes away. I don't know why that is, and that's just usually how my brain works. So there's a lot of these all over the place. I make lists, and then I have a mechanism for getting back to those lists. I make sure that I archive what's in there that I may not get to later on. What I have on lists are usually long-term things to get to, and then things that I need to get to right now. There's some stuff that's in between, but I either put them in the category of this is gonna be something that I'm gonna get done probably within the next few months or year even. And then there's other things that are, this is something I need to get done in the next 72 hours or less. And so I make those, I put those in categories for my lists that I make. Then what I also do to keep myself on task is I plug things into my phone, my Google Calendar. So right before I went into yoga today, I put in, are there any movies in the park? You need to make guacamole for that picnic that you're having on Friday. There's 3 or 4 of the things that I put in there. I can't remember, but my phone remembers. I have a very busy brain, and I noticed this as a kid growing up as well. Never got tested for ADHD or anything like that, although I'm pretty sure what the results would be if I did get tested for it. However, I had a very busy brain that ran hot. And so I was always thinking of things, and I couldn't really stay on task or stay on focus with something. Although I wanted to get things done, I wanted to achieve and finish out and resolve these goals and dreams and visions that I had. It was tough to do because my brain was always and going on to the next thing, writing the next song, writing the next poem, writing a different poem, not finishing that poem. To stay on task, what I've done is I've put in time marks on my Google Calendar and in the Notepad, which the Notepad to me is the same as the lists. However, the Google Calendar for me gives me timestamps and marks of when things need to be completed. So I will be reminded at a certain time that I know that my brain will free up and I'll be out of that meeting, and ding, it comes in, hey, you should be making guacamole by now. Why haven't you done that? Oh, okay. And I will repeatedly put it in there. I have 3 things that I have placed in my Google Calendar, 3 things that I've placed in every day until I get them done. So every day I'm notified about this task until that task gets done. So I keep repetitive tasks being repeated to me through the daily Google Calendar. The last thing that I do to stay on task is I say no. No. I say no to things that I don't want to do, that aren't a hell yes, that I don't feel are going to serve what I'm doing. One of my main core values is to be of service to other people. And if what somebody is offering me or asking me or requesting or suggesting me to do takes me away from service to others, then I say no to it immediately. If they're requesting I give service to others, I make a video to support somebody's GoFundMe or to support somebody's cause. Okay, cool. I'm usually all in on that. There are things and jobs that get requested of me that I know they don't fall within my core values, and I know that they're going to, not only do they not fall within my core values, they pull me away from my core values. And as a how would you phrase it, as a recovering people pleaser, I have just been in the practice of saying no to things and turning things down, respectfully declining. And then also there's a lot of other creatives and artists that I know that do want to take on some of these other projects that I get offered. So when I say no, I said, but you might want to talk to this nonprofit over here or talk to this person over here. Oh, I know somebody that's way more knowledgeable on this subject than I am. You should go talk to that person. And those are the 3 things that have kept me on task and kept me productive throughout my days and my weeks. And the last one, I'll give you a little extra bonus round, is I look at time differently. So I don't look at what can I get done within a day. That would a lot of times give me really high anxiety. with, what can you get done within a day right now? Oh my God, what can you get done before noon? I look at what can I get done within a week? What can I get done within 2 weeks? I don't look at it like a month-long span because that can get a little bit crazy. That takes me off task by looking too far down the line. Looking at what can I get done within a week or less. Then let's look at the tasks that we can complete by then. And maybe I have all my vlogs done by the end of the week. Maybe I have all my vlogs done by the end of the day. Who knows? It depends on how I assert my time with making lists, making time-stamped Google Calendar remarks, and then lastly, getting in the practice of saying no to things that I don't feel serve my core value. And I don't just say no to everything just to be in the practice of saying no, but I say no to things that I most certainly do not want to pour my energy, spirit, and time into. And I also know other people that will be definitely better at doing that than I, and have the time for that. Those are the 3 things that I do to stay on task and keep productive. I hope that you found this video of value to you. If you did, click like, hit subscribe. We appreciate you so much for being here. We'll see you in the next video.